probably not the right size.
An Edelweiss relief about 2 inches in diameter.
Well, maybe that is what we need.
This must be what Holmes was after.
Oh, because then it makes it handle, doesn't it? Let's keep investigating and just try and get as much information as possible. Oh, hello, a diary. Gentlemen shouldn't read this, but we will anyway. December 1879. It's been 3 months since I took over Edelweiss from Becker. Not all my colleagues approved of the rule changes, so I am now the only professor here. No matter, the hiring of several strong nurses will solve the personnel shortage. Alas, my work can flourish without the impairment of his lesser mind. March 1880. The first payment has arrived from R. Our deal does pose risks, but the possibilities are endless if he is true to his word. May 1880. The first shipment of chosen ones has arrived. R has sent a vast selection of broken mines. The work ahead will be difficult, but undoubtedly useful for my own research as well. 2 birds with 1 stone. I wonder what the other thing was, right? Okay, well I think we've... Oh, this is...
Nothing special about
Oh, that was because it's got a round base. I see. Alright, I think we've got everything we need. Now we must go to the kitchen. Yeah, we got the special key. And we pop it here. Will Watson be found and drugged himself? Click. What do we find below? Right, okay, so this is now... Oh, so we could go back up if we so wished. A classroom. Broken tooth, light-coloured enamel.
The tooth of an adult male, likely lost in a beating. Only a couple of days old.
Okay, can I look at the... Shackled to the desks.
The inside of the cuff is worn. It's been used often.
Okay. Some kind of wax cylinder.
A wax cylinder. There is something recorded on it.
Is that the singing that we have heard about?
The writing is mostly gone. Phonetic symbols, perhaps.
Oh dear, it's the summoning thingy for Cthulhu. That's what they're being taught, isn't it? Yes. Okay, so I can't interact with you. At least not yet. At least not yet. The new method... Learn more about guys. The new method at last started to show progress. The success rate is 4 out of 10. Failures are not responding to any external stimuli. Nevertheless, the phonetics system can be declared an undeniable success. Regardless of their native language or place of origin, individuals learn to speak the chant without flaw. They learn it quickly and fluently, despite lacking all mental autonomy. Regrettably, one of the chosen continues to resist. Isolation deprivation resulted in the strengthening of their disobedience. Negotiation only ignited anger, and even after the direct removal of the frontal and temporal lobes, it seems all that was left was an innate desire to resist. This chosen one cannot be allowed to pollute the minds of the other. Conclusion is inescapable. They cannot continue to live. I will see to it they are sent to the well.
Looks as if it's been recently used.
Can I put this into it? No. Ah, there we go. Okay, I can't take it. That's going to be really loud and annoying, isn't it? Trust my guide, the light of the abyss, for he shall enlighten our chosen ones. Make sure he is present, and that our chosen utter nothing but the sacred words. And lo, the trance will begin, and we will be an inch closer to the universe beyond. Your work is essential, as many of our flock do not speak our language, and time is of the essence. It would be best to work in groups, performing at least one séance per day for a week. Of course, the most skeptical members will have to be tamed by your hands. In the meantime, my work continues on a physical method to maintain the trance state through the emitted light waves of Khalid lenses. Finally, my men in New Orleans, 3 mentions of New Orleans, so it's actually mentioned, will contact you regarding the new shipment of Chosen. Make room for them as you have done before. Yes. Can I switch this off now? Okay. Little key. Shiny key. Okay. Nothing in the map, nothing in the brain. Little note. The bank has the gems. My master has ordered me to send the first shipment of chosen ones. They will arrive within 2 weeks. Do not fail us. Okay, we'll have to wait for you to kick me out of that. Nothing new there. I have a shiny key. That is a lift of some description. More minor birds.
A very professional brain dissection.
Ugh. Okay, some brain thingy device.
Dynamo machine. Provides electrical stimulation for the person in the chair.
Alright, fair enough. And then various files then? Some kind of reflex device maybe? Like one of the reflex hammer things. Oh, okay, we're coming across to here, are we? Straps, that seems...
Full grain leather straps. Impossible to escape.
That seems very healthy. Dedicated surgical procedure. Okay, they appear to form some sort of phonetic transcription. The base of the chair is a dynamo. Can provide electric shocks to stimulate the patient. Yes, one cylinder bears a recording of a chant in an unknown language. That's it. Not yet. Let's explore a bit more. There's another room to go into. Over here. Yes, the well.
Oh, the smell.
Yes.
Judging by the remnants of blood and flesh, these instruments were used for dismemberment.
Yes, so then throw down the well.
Dear God, is that body parts? Utterly inhuman.
Yes. Gaze at the abyss and make it look back into you. Okay. Okay, so we didn't need to go this way, but I was wondering if maybe there was. Right, so now we go this way. And then we go this way. And then we go down.
Get out of my head!
Your mind festers devoid of soul. Find reverence for the one and tremble.
Great Lord!
Lift your surrender your soul and become a servant of madness.
Please! No more! Stop it! Watson! John! Somebody!
Wretched mortal, do not fear what is to come. Let him rupture our world anew. Awaken, and let the
World behold!
Okay. Okay.
The light of the abyss is the light from the abyss. Ugh. Get out of my head.
Okay. Hello, there's something over here. Nope, that's just a mushroom. So... I mean, this hasn't... Yeah, that's not sort of the thing. So... It's not... Yeah, it's not something you say... Oh, flip. Do I have to... Back to Gygax. Letter. Store. Yes, we've already got that one. Some patience. Yeah. Personal journal detailing your research. Professor signed R. New Orleans. Okay, so that nothing has popped up. Well, I quickly did that. Do I now leave? Ah. I assume that's meant to be creepy.
A hydraulic elevator? How ingenious.
But I think we've kind of done everything we can. Okay, the game isn't telling me not to do it. So I assume there's no like side things to do.
Watson?
Holmes.
What are you still doing here?
Still? I was trying to find more information. Did you think I was just going to sit in my room twiddling my thumbs?
I only asked you to find the key. I had everything else under control.
It looks like it.
Says the man who looks like he saw a ghost.
I'm fine, Watson.
You're hardly fine. You reek of congealed blood and chemicals. What did you see down there?
Never mind me. Where's Gygax?
I'm afraid she's over there. I found her like that when I entered, on my word.
What? She was our biggest lead.
Yet another wrinkle in our investigation. What do we do now, Holmes?
Hush. Let me think.
Oh, okay. We're still doing stuff in here. How delightful. Ah, there is a doll. Oh, she released a prisoner. Who's that?
The patients here wear the same robes.
Yes. Oh dear.
The pencil is buried deep all the way to the brain. Instant death.
She has a tie on.
No traces of blood on her clothes. Must have got on her white overcoat.
Okay. Heidi.
Heidi, how did it end up here?
We'd better inform the local police about this.
You're right, Watson. But first, we need to determine where our case goes
New Orleans. I've done this before. It's more of a connection to it this time. So, we've got the letter from the New Orleans Bank. Is that the handwritten letter? Telegram from New Orleans. And the handwritten letter? Yes. New Orleans, in the USA. Is there another New Orleans? Several pieces of evidence now point to New Orleans. It appears that kidnappers have enlisted the services of the banking house of E.W. Gray to sell gems. Okay.
We've got what we needed, Watson. This conspiracy reaches further than we thought. I don't suppose you've ever been to New Orleans?
You are joking.
I seldom do. Let's go. There's no time to waste.
Oh, I thought we were going to work out who killed her. Alright. Completed chapter 3. Yes, there's method to the madness. Oh, there's madness to the method.
There's nothing in this world that cannot be explained with logic and reason. Nothing in this world.
Holmes?
Hmm?
You seem troubled.
I'm not troubled, Watson. I am preoccupied.
That place was awful. Inhumane. It would be natural to experience some feelings of shock or fear.
Men reduced to gibbering imbeciles, numb beyond recognition, powerless to help themselves. When a doctor does go wrong, they are the first of criminals. They have the nerve and they have the knowledge.
That woman did not deserve the title. Such casual cruelty for such selfish aims.
I knew another man like that once. He treated my mother, perhaps even killed her, depending on who you ask.
My sincere condolences.
In the end, she was just a shadow of herself. The outline of the person I recognized, but lacking all else. She was pushed until she cracked. Should you see me cracking, John, I must ask you to intervene.
Nothing compels us to pursue this matter further, Sherlock. We can return to London, report what we have discovered. Let more capable hands take over.
Alas, there are no such hands. Were we to abandon our quest now, I fear no other would succeed in our stead.
We know nothing of what awaits. What dangers lurk in the darkness?
Nonsense. We draw nearer to New Orleans with every passing minute, and thus closer to the answers we seek. Those answers, for all their perversity and improbability, will, nevertheless, be the work of men. And that is a work I have studied well.
So be it.
I know you to be a diligent author, but if I may make one request. Kindly omit my mother and her suffering from your tale.
Of course.
Thank you, John.
So, yes, in the original, I think Wolf is, I think, who is mentioned a little bit, is Moriarty, which makes sense as to why it's Interlaken, because it's close to the Reichenbach Falls, as I mentioned at the beginning. But also in the end, you meet a young Hercule Poirot. So maybe, kind of just thinking kind of how they fit in together in the canon of Sherlock Holmes games by Frogwares, maybe this is what actually happened, and with the fact he doesn't mention the death, and I'm introducing characters from later stories and making a mess of the kind of way things work. Maybe the original game is the Watson's written version. Maybe. Right. Where do we end up? Are we jumping to New Orleans? We are indeed. Chapter 4, The Outsiders. Kevin Nash and Scott Hall are going to turn up. New Orleans.
Ah, Holmes. After our trip to nippy Switzerland, I can certainly use some of this New World heat.
Do not get carried away, Watson. What we could certainly use are answers to my questions.
I know, but you look exhausted. Why don't we find the hotel first?
We shall rest when our investigation is over, and not a moment sooner. I shall ask you to handle our bags while I search for the bank.
As you wish. Oi! Stop it, you! Our luggage!
Oh dear.
Good Lord, what have you done? That's my stuff.
I'm sorry, mister. It was an accident.
Right, well, I do quite like this waistcoat. It does look quite nice. Oh, the docks are a lot bigger and fancier than they were in the original. That's exciting. But we'll explore them more next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching.